What's up, guys and girls? On today's Roadhouz podcast, the guys talk conspiracies. Roadhouz may have flipped or flopped. Breaking news. Find out what conspiracy has him flustered.
Hey, Rody, what do you get when you add a puppy with Mentos?
Epstein for sure didn't kill himself. Bingo.
Stole my line, motherfucker. You're supposed to say what? And then it's my joke.
Thought we were playing Question Master. And we close off today's episode with fan favorite word of the week. Learn something new.
Definitely gonna use this one.
Might get arrested.
Be careful.
Be careful.
And in other news, we talk Missing 411, one of the sounds from the documentary called The Sierra Sounds. Pretty creepy. You guys will want to hear this. Rody, were you shivering in your britches?
Shit my pants. Had the Heebie-Jeebies the whole time discussing it.
Stay tuned.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Roadhouz podcast. Roadhouz here with the lovely co-host.
Me, right?
Yeah,
okay.
you, bro. WinnyDeez.
What's up, fuckers? What's up, guys?
Dude, I am starting to get the munchies since we've been here watching this Blazer game.
Well, it's because you smoked before.
Yeah, so we got some Coors, some Modelos, some Coronas.
Let's see. Someone's got a smoothie.
An Ottawa.
Nice
and,
Ottawa smoothie.
And Epstein is not dead. Epstein did
not kill himself.
Bro, did you see the autopsy photo that's been going around of Epstein?
No. Is it a photo? Like a leaked photo?
A dead body laying. Like, you know, JFK, they had like the JFK
or like
body.
Tupac. That was a big one,
yeah,
too.
the Tupac one.
I think everyone's seen that.
I'm pretty sure.
Long enough.
Well, the picture that they put up for Jeffrey Epstein, I'm pretty sure is Hillary Clinton's brother, who died like 6 months ago. And like some other nerds got in there and did some private investigating. And Epstein is still alive, dude. He's got to be somewhere. I don't think they killed him. I don't think they killed him anymore.
Oh, so you're not, okay. So you're on a whole different team.
Yeah. Switch teams. Got a new hat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they have a lot of good players this year.
Yeah, a lot of good players. They're hiding that over there at Epstein Island.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude.
What was it called? What's the island called? Lolita Island or something like that?
No, the plane is called the Lolita Express.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, it just sounds like there's a bunch of kids on there.
Underage kids.
Yeah. Dude.
Kids eat for free.
Yeah.
On the
they eat royalty for free, too.
Oh, yeah.
Royalty ass, just ass munching. Hypothetically, allegedly, but most likely, I don't know. I wasn't on the Lolita Express. But dude.
Juicy.
I can't wait. Like, I hope that there's more investigating on that. Because I really think that there's a lot more to it than meets the eye.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everyone's so fixated on this dude. Like, I didn't know. So the Trump impeachment hearings, the preliminary hearings started today.
Okay.
What the fuck is that? They're like airing it on television, and I'm like, what is going on here? Like,
were you watching C-SPAN or something?
No. It's like, I don't know what channel it's on, but I've been seeing a lot of people tweeting like there's bars out there that are hosting like impeachment watching parties.
Wow. Only in Portland.
Dude, I don't know if it was in Portland. I'm not sure where it was, but I was laughing. I was like, dude, this is so reality TV. I feel like nothing is real anymore. I'm like, dude, the simulation theory is making more and more sense. What do you think about the simulation theory?
Would you care to elaborate? I think I have a grasp on it, but I want to make sure that I'm getting.
All right. The like best example I could give to you and to the listeners, simulation theory. If you guys have seen the Truman Show, that's essentially what it is. Like, we're like in a game of Sims, in real life Sims, because everything is so crazy. I'm like, all these like people are having watch parties for impeachment hearings. Like, do you guys like don't have like fun shit to go do? like, you know how boring that shit is watching it. But it's just like everything is reality TV. The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, the Kardashians.
It's all scripted.
Dude, it is so scripted because, you know, when they do a scene, like it might be like their day-to-day activities, But when they do a scene, they'll be like, hey, cut, reality. But if you could say it like this, it would probably sound better. So they would like, all right, action. They do it like reality TV isn't, I mean, there is shows, I guess. No, man, everything's so scripted. I'm so annoyed with Hollywood. There's a new movie coming out.
From Hollywood? No. Stop the presses.
Totally, I don't know. It's like Hollow Man.
Hollow Man?
Yeah, I'm like, or no, Invisible Man. But didn't we have like 3 Hollow Mans? Do you remember those movies back in the day?
No.
Oh, it's called Hollow Man. Some science experiment gone wrong. The guy turns invisible and he's a soldier.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are we resorting to making the same movies over and over?
Well, some say there's no such thing as an original idea.
You
so
think?
If you accept that, then
there isn't many original ideas. But do you think that
Hollywood's in the clear?
People are kind of catering to older audiences, like remaking movies that were popular from back in their days, and hoping this new generation latches onto it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like Hollywood has lost so much creativity. It's literally its own world. Like it's a whole other universe. This Hollywood. These people are all like fake. I don't know. I'm like bummed out, dude. I'm really bummed out.
They're all scripted. Just scripted individuals.
Yeah. They're just such bullshit.
You're in a simulation.
Yeah, we're in a simulation, dude.
Am I a part of your simulation or am I?
Yeah, dude. We're definitely in the same simulation.
Okay. So
someone's playing Sims with us.
I'm not an actor. Okay.
No, I'm an actor in this game. Dude.
You are part of my simulation.
You know, I had a full weekend of just making myself dumb. Family over, friends over, and just birthday dinners and a lot of drinking. And guys, drinking's fun because everyone likes to you have that fun, dumb shit that what you do when you're drinking. You know, you're making yourself more dumb every time you drink, but you have the most fun when you do that. And so
it's not like you're reading books.
Yeah, but on my hangover days, all depressed, like, oh, what the fuck happened? Like just trying to recap. So I just was watching a couple of documentaries. Finally got around to watching the brand new 2019 Missing 411, The Hunted.
Yeah.
And it's got me fucked up, man. I'm going hunting this weekend, going elk hunting. And for you guys, I highly suggest you guys go and watch it. It's on YouTube. If you guys have YouTube TV, I'm pretty sure it's free. If not, don't be a tight ass. You're buying vape cartridges for more than $5, so you can spend $5 on this documentary. You know what I'm talking about.
So I think we've already talked about Missing 411 on this podcast before.
Yeah.
But for those who haven't heard it, maybe we could just do a quick rundown of what that is. It's basically this guy named David Paulides. He's like a ex-cop, ex-investigator. And
he gonna catch you cheating, boy.
Yeah, that's right. And he's just been noticing a lot of mysterious missing person cases in national forests. So he's kind of compiled a lot of these interesting stories into a documentary format, going out to the places, interviewing people. And it's really interesting. There's no like answers necessarily to what's doing it or what's happening. It's very like circumstantial, like this happened, this is odd, and this happened, and the kid's body was found on a rock that, many rock climbers can't usually get to, with 2 shoes missing and a sock in his mouth or something like that. Yeah, so just weird shit like that.
They're almost always naked when they're found.
Yeah, well, yeah.
If they're not bones, if they find them when it's still a body, they're almost always naked.
Pants pulled down or something.
Dude, just completely naked. But there have also been times when people would go missing and they would just fine comb the woods. Like hundreds of people would go out for a lot of these missing cases. A year or 2 later, someone would go through and search.
It's been searched five or 6 times before.
Yeah, and if they didn't find a body, they would find like clothing artifacts. Like this one specific case, when they went and searched this other spot that they already searched before, when they came back to it, there was like a set pair of shoes set nicely on top of a rock. These people's equipment, or like mostly equipment, because it was like hunters or hikers, little kids, but like their apparel or equipment they had is like set nicely Like someone put it there.
Yeah, in some cases, right?
Yeah, in some cases. I'm not saying that this is all cases.
Which would be crazy.
But yeah, like a tooth or like really just strange things where head scratchers, and a lot of investigators have no idea. They're like, this stuff does not make sense. But a lot of the investigating, they've compiled a bunch of like similarities between these cases, and it would show like rock quarries or cliffs are.
That's where he claims most of these take place.
By water.
Yeah. So like similarities, stuff like that. And then, so the one that you watched, it was focused on hunters, right?
It was like hunters and some little kids. No.
Was it focused on little kids?
It was all hunters, this one. The other one
was all hunters.
I'm getting mixed up with the other one. But yeah, all hunters. And these guys are like experienced hunters, have hunted in this area all their life, know the trails, and just vanish in thin air. No one knows, but they'll find their stuff miles away from the point of last seen. That's like point of last seen means the last spot that people knew where they were. In some instances, it's like little kids just disappear. Right? They go away for 2 seconds.
Parents turn their back
and gone.
Yeah.
So I saw this map, and it mapped out all the different cases between all the national parks in the United States. And they had like a main dot in the middle of a national park, and then it has multiple lines, like, you know, like an investigative board, multiple lines of where all these missing cases that are close to this radius of like a center spot.
Okay.
And that map of a lot of the missing people's cases correlates with the cave system that we have in the United States, a lot of major caves underground. And the map shows where all the caves are, and then a separate map right below it shows all the missing cases, and it's like the same patterns in the same areas. So I think
cave people.
It could be some indigenous cave people. There's cases
popping up, stealing kids.
Yeah, there's this little kid that apparently ended up in some cave.
Creepy.
They found the kid
alive.
Yeah, alive. Yeah. And he said that he was with his robot grandma, this thing that looked just like his grandma, but his grandma was nowhere on the trip or anything. And there was a bunch of bodies and like handbags, backpacks in this cave, this room that he was in.
Bodies and backpacks?
Yeah, dude.
I want to hear that one. And I want to hear that one more in depth. Do you remember the kid's name or?
No, I do not remember the kid's name. This one wasn't on the documentary. I went and searched other videos of missing 411 stories.
That one sounds pretty crazy. Just like a cave full of bodies and I almost said bodies and babies. Bodies and backpacks.
You don't know. You go to any caves, bro? Have you been to any caves lately?
A couple caves.
Well, there's also, I think about a sinkhole. Sinkholes are absolutely terrifying. You don't know where they are. You just walk, disappear. How the fuck is anyone going to know that you sunk into the ground? You're all gone. Not going to find you. No one's going to find you in a sinkhole.
Right.
Or cave entrances. There's not many cave entrances. How do you know you're not walking? And then boom, like fell into a cave.
Hopefully you're smarter than that and you don't just walk into caves.
I know. Some people like to hike on shrooms.
Mushrooms in there?
Yeah, there's definitely mushrooms in there. So yeah, Missing 411, I highly suggest you guys watch that new documentary. And like I said, I'm going hunting this weekend, and I'm like, I don't know this area. So I'm like, I'm grabbing GPS, walkie-talkie. I'm counting my P's and Q's, probably tie a rope to my cousin. So we're like buddy system. I don't know. But there was this other story, like one of the last ones. This group of hunters went out to this hunting campground that was established in like the 1940s.
Okay.
Generations they've been going to back to that campsite.
Yeah.
And the only way to get there is hiking by, you got some pack mules for all your shit, and then you got horses. Only way to get in there, horseback riding, and it was miles into the forest. Nice hunting spot because they went there in the documentary. But at night, they had recording sounds of these animals, or I don't know what it was.
Oh, I think I remember what you're talking about.
Where it didn't sound like anything I've ever heard of, and they were trying to mimic the noises back to them. And they had this shelter built. They built like a big old wooden house for all the hunters. That would be their spot. And they were in there like guns drawn, hearing these weird noises, and they were trying to mimic the noises back, and those noises would mimic back, and it was not like the decibels, the sound frequency didn't match up with human voice.
Yeah, but it did sound.
It would hit really high levels and really low. Yeah, communication between multiple
like animals.
things.
It was weird. It was like
yeah, it was
kind of
so
sounded
weird.
like that. Here, maybe we could rustle up a audio clip because it's not
probably on there, dude.
It's like 30 seconds and it's kind of crazy.
It is creepy, man. I got the heebie-jeebies when I was watching it.
You know what it's supposed to be, right?
The skinwalkers.
I think it's Bigfoot.
That's what they were kind of implying.
Insinuating, right?
Yeah.
Here.
And like I said, dude, there's been so much crazy shit. We got people having reality TV parties watching impeachment, watching impeachment shows. And then it's like missing 411. There's so much jumbled shit out there right now that I feel like anything is possible. Interdimensional beings. Bigfoot might be an interdimensional being.
Some people claim that.
Portals. You know, people have claimed that there's portals in the woods and stuff at Mount Hood. Some people say that there was somewhere in Oregon, forgive me, I heard this. This is like second or third hand account, but there's somewhere in like the Mount Hood forest, there's two streams that come together. So if you put like, someone explained to me like two pop cans coming down each stream, and once they meet in the middle, they would disappear. I'm like, I don't know how that makes sense. Me and you go down on tubes. Right, we bum each other. We just go to fucking
just somewhere else.
Tatooine. We just go straight.
What's up? We go to Estacada or something like that.
Oh my god! End up marrying our sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, play that.
Right there, I just seen movement right through there.
So in that recording, that was the sound that these hunters were hearing around their camp.
So the stuff that you can hear from that sound bit that sounds like it's way too close, that's the hunters or those guys trying to.
And most good hunters can mimic animal calls.
I thought he did pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, a lot better than I could have done.
In that situation where something's like speaking like
that. Bro, my adrenaline
you?
would have been pumping out of my chest.
Especially when it goes like, like when it starts like almost kind of like making
it gives me shivers, man.
Sounds, man. Yeah. I hope that's real.
So, okay, let's say it's Bigfoot. And let's say Bigfoot is responsible for a lot of these missing persons. How much is Bigfoot? Clearly, there's more than one.
Yeah.
How many people are they snatching up in the woods?
Good question. That is a great question. I think so. Interesting connection to Bigfoot that David Paulides has is he's actually like leader of one of these Bigfoot research organizations.
David Paulides, for sure. He unfuckable white guy. But he has good fucking reporting.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's insinuating it's Bigfoot, but in most of the reporting that he's been doing, it doesn't sound like he's insinuating it's anything. He's kind of leaving it up. Right. But
we don't know what that language is.
He's just reporting.
We don't know what Bigfoot sounds like. We don't know what aliens sound like. Right. That could be aliens.
Could be. Could be a mountain goat. Could be a cougar.
Bro, you know that's not a mountain goat. Like that's a skin. If that's a mountain goat, it's for sure a skinwalker.
It's a chupacabra, yeah.
It's a chupacabra.
But yeah, so it's interesting.
Interesting. I'm starting to believe in a lot of the paranormals, man.
And the paranormal Bigfoot stuff, or just paranormal
activity. And that's not just ghosts, but like Bigfoot. Because last time we did Bigfoot, I was off on Bigfoot.
You were.
Like I said.
What? Coming around.
Yeah. Coming around. Coming back around. I believed in Bigfoot. Didn't believe in Bigfoot. I'm back on the believing Bigfoot.
Welcome back, man.
But
it's good to have you.
I just think paranormal activity might be rampant.
In the woods.
The skinwalkers, that's what I really want to do. We
The
should do skinwalkers on next Conspiracy Corner.
Okay.
Next episode, guys, we'll have a Conspiracy Corner for you guys. Today, we just kind of wanted to talk.
It's a
get back to
episode.
Missing 411. Yeah. But damn, dude, the skinwalkers.
Mm-hmm. You want to tease it a little bit?
Skinwalkers is a ancient Navajo Native American tribe curse. And there's a ritual where I'm sure if you guys want to find it, if you guys want to become skinwalkers, don't hurt me. But you could go and it's a curse, and people in the Native American community, those are witches, like bad people that perform, and they don't align themselves with skinwalkers, but essentially they're shapeshifters who turn into Wolverine, but wolves, animals, people, they can take on the skin. And I guess the ritual includes like killing and eating someone close to them, cannibalism. It creeps me out, man.
Crazy stuff.
Because, the Native Americans, ancient, you watch all those movies, like, when Vikings, they have it, but in 300, they have like, there's people at the top of the mountain, like the sorcerers or the witches or whatever.
The oracles.
Yeah, the oracles. Like, I am starting to think, is it a coincidence we've seen all these types of entities or characters in these movies? There has to be some kind of knowledge of that. Like, talking about original ideas,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I feel like everything is upside down.
You're losing your grasp on reality.
Yeah, I feel like Dion Waiters on that airplane ride. Did you hear about that story?
Is that recent?
Yeah, Miami Heat player
started tripping balls on.
Yeah, they're on a team flight going to play a game, and they had to have like a emergency landing. Not an emergency landing. They landed as normal, but he got in trouble afterwards. But he didn't snitch. He said he was dry snitching. He said a teammate gave me this edible, but I ain't telling you who gave it to me. Well, you just got to piss test everybody. You just got to piss test everybody on the team tomorrow, and you'll find out. But he was, apparently like spasming out on the airplane, freaking out, all scared.
Jeez.
And I was like, dude, plane rides might be the best time to take edibles. Got to be on a good flight, man. You got to have some movies in front of you to watch.
Yeah,
long flight.
Or else you're just going to think about how fucking crazy it is.
You're like 30,000 feet in the air.
And you're flying in a seat that could like...
a metal tube.
Yeah.
Dude, I could see where Dion Waiters went wrong. And guys, let me tell you, if you want to do edibles, practice.
Start small.
They will beat your ass, man, if you're going to do it. And I don't advise everyone to do it. Not at all, because some people might call the ambulance on themselves for getting so paranoid.
Yeah.
You're not going to die. Just know you will not die, but you'll get real scared. You'll get, in some instances. I've never really had a bad trip like that.
Embrace the scaredness.
Yeah, embrace it.
Embrace the scaries.
But edibles are a whole nother level. Edibles really put everything in perspective. They put all your insecurities and your fear right in front of you.
Sounds like a great time. Sounds wonderful.
Dude. And you just like, all right, I got to face these motherfuckers up front. It's tough. That's if you do a lot. If you do a lot,
right,
you might become a better person coming out of it. Might not do edibles again, but you may become a better person coming out of it.
Edibles last a lot longer than smoking.
A long time, guys. A long time.
It's a great advertisement for edibles, right?
So Dion Waiters, that guy's a fool. That's hilarious.
He just probably ate the brownie or whatever, full brownie.
He didn't give up any of his teammates who gave it to him because he didn't want to be a snitch. But dude, like, it's pretty easy to find out I'm sure if you drug test everyone in the Miami Heat, they're all going to fail.
Cocaine.
Miami, baby. Miami is barely America. It's barely, Miami is all Cubans.
It's an amalgamism, really.
And salutes. All Cubans and salutes.
A little bit of everything.
Saying that, I would love to go to Miami.
Yeah.
Have you been to Miami?
No.
Me either. I've been to Florida a couple of times.
But that's a whole different ballgame, yeah.
Family trips to Florida never include Miami. Miami
seems wonderful, though. Beaches, club life.
Cocaine.
Yeah, it's barely America.
Florida is barely...
It's like a territory of America.
Florida needs to secede from the United States.
Yeah, Florida is a whole thing in itself, right? Go from white trash to basically mini Cuba.
From Jacksonville? Have you ever been to Jacksonville?
No.
Holy shit, a dump. In Jacksonville, if you're listening to this, get the fuck out of Jacksonville. Do yourself a favor and get out of there. Not a good place.
Yeah. Florida's crazy.
Florida is the wild, wild west, maybe.
Yeah, dude.
So you know how Texas has inquired about making attempts to secede from the United States?
Okay. Yeah.
Has California pondered that idea?
Maybe on like a smaller level, but I think like the actual thing has been brought to voters to say like should the state of Texas secede from the United States, and like that's on their ballot.
If Texas seceded and became its own country,
yeah, could. I think it could.
Do we know how many other countries Texas is bigger than?
Your
army would be like, if Texas seceded, would your army in Texas be able to take out like Canada?
Potentially.
You think so?
You think? Well, all they have is National Guardsmen, and like they don't have any of the of the like frontline troops.
I feel like
that's
if Texas seceded, people would be like, "What the fuck, Texas?" And then you just take over Texas.
Yeah.
Texas starts getting bombed for their oil because the free country would go over there. That would be crazy.
But we still have Oklahoma.
Yeah. We got
who
Oklahoma.
Wants Oklahoma? That's a package deal. You guys can take Oklahoma.
No, but like the main thing, I was just thinking about if Texas seceded and became its own country. I feel like you're way behind. You're way behind all the structured powers. You're kind of in no man's land. Who are your allies? Are you going to create allies? It's a sticky game if you want to secede.
Yeah.
And am I using that term correctly? That's what it is? Secede?
Secede, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be secession.
Fucking smart, guys. Just relax.
Yeah. But it doesn't make sense for them to do that.
Absolutely not.
And
it's a bunch of hard asses. Texas strong. Texas Rangers, baby.
Yeah. Well, if you think, the United States is kind of like the EU, if you think about it. But in the EU, it's a little different because the countries all have different laws and they're all completely different, and they all speak different languages, and there's much more different cultures, where in the United States, it's not as, it's still fragmented, but it's not as fragmented. We all speak the same language to some degree. So we all abide by federal laws, which are the laws of the land, which supersede the state laws. So each state acts as its own country in a way.
Yeah.
But under the laws of the federal government. The federal government laws supersede the state laws. So the state laws are kind of like what you think of as like country laws, but we all subscribe to like the American Union.
Yeah, the federal could come in and be like,
we're going to pull
it
your
might
funding.
be okay in your state, but we don't like that shit.
Because the federal government all sounds like Texans.
Man.
It could happen. They could do it, but they'd also lose funding for a lot of stuff. The federal government raises a lot of taxes for like state projects and grants and stuff like that.
Dude, I wish when I paid my taxes, it would give me check boxes on there that I could allocate whatever my taxes are going to specifically.
Have you paid property tax yet?
No, I don't own.
Oh, you're still renting.
Yeah.
Well, once you own and you actually have to pay property tax, they give you an itemized list of what programs your money's going to.
Oh, really?
You don't get to choose, but
yes,
they just show you like a more in-depth thing Like it's like 1,000 of your, of your tax, property tax is going towards Multnomah school fund.
You can grab that Corona if you want it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, grab it.
Well,
oh, you still got that one?
Still working on my mode.
Since we're all talking about this, economics and taxes, did you see those videos?
Session.
Yeah, did you see those videos of Bill Gates going around where they were talking about like Elizabeth Warren wants to, whatever her billionaire tax plan wants to eliminate billionaires. I might be speaking out of context because this is what I read. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what her plan is for that. But Bill Gates was on some show and he was saying, I paid $10 billion in taxes. I paid $20 billion in taxes and I'm fine. He's like, we're okay. But when you have me pay $100 billion in taxes, well, then I'm going to sit there and I'm going to do some math. And I saw a lot of people's responses that were all, oh, imagine like trying to figure out how to live off $7 billion. And I'm like, isn't that what you want to strive for in, say, if you built something? Bill Gates literally built software that is probably universally used everywhere. It was a Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office, Microsoft in general, all that. And taxing billionaires, I think what if you earned all that money? What's your thoughts on billionaires?
The incentive to earn more? Well, the reason we want to tax them, right, is because they have much more money than they.
And those fucks always find loopholes, dude. They always find loopholes on their taxes.
Yeah.
I don't think Bill Gates is paying $20 billion in taxes.
Yeah.
But still.
Billionaires, for the most part, I would say, have earned it. I mean, there's a reason they're billionaire. You can't just become a billionaire.
Yeah. For the most part, you made something that everyone needs. I think that's what.
Or you were smart, or you made the right investments, or you invested in the right firm or the right.
It's a savvy motherfucker at the end of the day.
But then you take away the incentive to do well. If what's going to happen is the more successful I am, the more heavy my tax burden will become.
Exactly, but
that doesn't sound very fun.
Like
doesn't
why?
Sound like the American spirit.
Yeah, I feel like what motivation do I have if at the end of the year I got to give you all this money? Like, what are you doing? That's what. And then taxes. I'm like, where is this actually going?
Yeah.
But back to the Elizabeth Warren's plan, when she's telling this to a bunch of like poor people or whoever is like listening to the speech, and I'm like,
middle America.
Elizabeth Warren made like $900,000 last year. You're closer to a billionaire than most people are to where
She's
you're
still
at.
Pretty far off if it's 900,000.
Yeah, no,
you gotta make
you're way far off.
999 of those.
Yeah, but
to be a billionaire,
it's like you're talking to people about a concept that they will never reach.
Mm-hmm. Well.
It's interesting. I'm a hater. I'm a hater on Elizabeth Warren. So
maybe it's too aggressive.
I don't know. I just didn't like all the flack. Maybe Bill Gates might be creepy. I don't fucking know that guy. Like, I don't know what he does.
Creepy?
Yeah, might be creepy, rich and creepy. I don't know. Might be involved with Epstein. I don't know.
He is. I think he's on the spectrum.
He might be on the flight logs. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you know what's funny?
Missing flight Malaysia 370, whatever it was.
Yeah, how does that
Could have
just
been
disappear?
Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates.
It's enough money to just make it disappear.
The Malaysia Airlines that went missing is a conspiracy in its own.
Pretty crazy.
There were a couple people on there that were patent holders with a Rockefeller that was on the board. And essentially the rest of the patent holders died on that plane, leaving a sole patent owner. But I got to dig more deeper into that one. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's wrap this bad boy up with some word of the week. It's been a full talk about conspiracies and creepy shit, dude. Simulation theory, Bigfoot, aliens.
Back at the Bigfoot.
Billionaires. Back on the Bigfoot. Guys, I am back on the Bigfoot.
That's right.
And make sure you guys check out the Missing 411 documentary. I cannot talk about it enough. And if you guys want a little sneak peek for next Monday's episode, do a little research on some skinwalkers. If you guys have any skinwalker stories or anything along those lines, Passing them on. Passing
Or
them on
something
forward to
similar,
us.
like a boogeyman of a culture.
Yeah, anything
Everyone's got their
creepy.
boogeyman, you know.
Can we go full paranormal? Can we just go ghost hunting?
I've been saying that, yeah. Let's
McMenamins?
fucking do it.
Is there a haunted McMenamins?
Maybe.
The one in like Troutdale or some bullshit?
Could be. Is it the hotel one
Yeah.
with the bar on top?
Yeah, and like the soaking pool and shit. Badass place, supposedly haunted. We should go. We should do a weekend over there.
Good excuse to go to the soaking pool.
Yeah, boys' night.
We'll just stay in the soaking pool.
Yeah, soaking pool.
With the EMF
with the little
detector.
strippies.
Was that a ghost?
Dude, you get sucked off by Casper over here. How many people do you think? Dude, there's people out there that actually think that they fucked ghosts.
There's a movie about it
Yeah.
with
There's
Patrick Swayze.
It's
called Ghost.
It is Ghost, that movie. I remember that movie. There's also people out in this world, like this woman who has a relationship with an airplane. So with that being said, I think we're going to wrap up this episode.
Is that one of the topics we couldn't get to?
No, I had it on there, but this chick was so absurd. Main story, this chick dated men, fell out with men, and the moment that she laid eyes on this airplane, she immediately fell in love. But
is she German?
Dude.
Yes, I've seen this.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
She sleeps with she has a long distance relationship with this airplane, so
Right.
she sleeps with like
A little plush toy.
Yeah.
Or not even I think it's a real like hard scale model.
Yeah. No,
And
she
so
100% has a dildo B-57 or some shit.
It's definitely
The propellers like
she's
in her ass.
definitely inserted it. Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
If you think about it, planes are pretty phallic.
She has little helicopters because she gets pregnant by the fucking plane, dude. I think she was German.
We gotta watch that after we hop off.
Her name was
We get to watch
Michelle
it. You guys know.
Kopke
Kopke?
from Berlin, Germany.
Yeah.
Those Germans are some freaks, baby.
Some suppressed.
Vandersex. Don't forget to go when you're in Amsterdam. That's a different place, but you get my point. Same region, same area.
General. Yeah.
Yeah, general area. All right.
right.
Let's give you guys some word of the week.
Word of the week.
Okay.
Wow.
Let me read this one. And I have a backup. You can tell me how you feel about this one. All right. Today's word of the week, you guys, is slippery gecko. Do you have any? This one is sexual
Obviously.
and might be a little bit vulgar, but this is your fair warning. We didn't make this up. This is already on the internet.
Cover your kids' ears.
Cover your kids' ears.
Why are you even letting them listen to this podcast?
Yeah, like they're hiding.
If you're 13 and you're listening to this, go outside.
Go outside, go shoot some hoops.
Yeah.
Jack off a couple times, you
Right.
know, be a boy.
Steal your
or a
sister's
girl.
computer.
Yeah.
Blame it on her.
Put your sister's clothes on.
Just walk around a little bit.
Go drag. Go full drag.
Yeah.
So, slippery gecko. While having sex in the shower, push your partner against the wall, kissing her, then quickly try to insert your penis into her anus and watch her try to climb the wall.
Nice.
Like a slippery gecko. She would probably fall, maybe tear an ACL. So I highly do not recommend you try this. And if you do try this, maybe talk about it because you don't want to get arrested. Because it's a tad rapey. I would say a lot rapey. But that's your guys' word of the week, slippery gecko.
It's in the shower, you said?
Yeah, in the shower.
Okay.
You know.
Lathering up.
In the anus, they like squirm and then you go up the wall. I don't know. You guys can figure it out. Slippery gecko,
Try
word
it
of the
out.
week. Once again, guys, really appreciate you guys listening. Go and follow us, subscribe, send a review in. The reviews help a ton. Give us a rating. Whole social media is TheRoadHouzPod, and the links will be up in the bio of this upcoming episode or of this episode. So make sure you guys follow, subscribe, keep listening, tell your friends.
Tell
The
your mama.
Roadhouz Daddies gonna have some guests for you guys coming up,
Oh, that's right.
so stay tuned.
Some Olympians.
Yeah, we graduating. We calling in the big guns now.
Some local strippers.
Yeah, we just wanted to give you guys 36 teasers, 37 teasers. And we're up in our game. We have a lot more in store for you guys. We're really enjoying doing this.
I'm having a blast. Are you having a blast?
Oh, dude. Love it. It keeps me on my toes, keeps me reading, keeps me learning, always looking up things that are going on.
Mainly conspiracy stories.
Yeah, I'm getting balls deep in conspiracy theories. Tinfoil hat straight up over here.
This is going to turn into the Alex Jones podcast.
No, not too balls deep. I got a sense of reality in me still. So, once again, really appreciate you guys. From Roadhouz WinnyDeez, XO, we checking out. Also, thank you, boys. Really appreciate it. And any last words?
Deuces. See you guys later.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Peace.
This is how I go down, down.